In part 3 I had already shown that with bases without a flag I first weaken them in the usual way, then eliminate the defensive groups parked in front of it by the opponent using my many IL-2, and finally take over the base when I no longer have mainly base killers nor IL-2, but defensive troops to be able to defend the newly conquered base. For that last step, I preferred off-peak times, knowing when PRIMOS players are less. This is how I got to my second helibase and another base nearby. Obviously, my opponents were not happy to see me there. They ran attack after attack against my bases. A huge alliance can bring in a lot of groups. Often I did not even record the attack, but I can at least show one example here. My bases were never close to get lost, but I had losses with the units I used in front of these bases to defend these. For a long time my home base had a great location. The fact of being there already made pressure on my opponents. Unfortunately, I forgot to renew the production accelerator for concrete, mainly used to make sure that the base remains in its location. With my next login, I found my home base in the north, and several login attempts did not move it back. But the new location opened new opportunities. With an airship, I scouted a bit and found some interesting targets. Among these was a new base that already turned red, so that I was able to take it. There wasn't needed much to get it, and I immediately did. Wave after wave was running against my bases in the west. Finally, it happened that they destroyed all my defensive units, which I believed to need as I feared the attack of huge numbers of Karis bombers coming from 50 home bases. Later I learned that Karis bombers have nearly no effect against a flagged level 5 base. Instead of using too many groups to defend my bases in the west, I decided to get advantage of the fact that PRIMOS is sending so many groups to attack me there. The idea of attacking in the east was born. I quickly found a base without flags there and took it. When PRIMOS saw me attacking in the east, they thought it would be an opportunity to immediately attack me in the west, with nearly no effect. I decided to send a group of IL-2 to the west to clean a bit the area around their bases. This already resulted in the fact that they were no longer parking artillery in front of their bases. But without artillery, a base level 5 with flags cannot be attacked successfully. Beside that, I had the impression that the more I destroyed there, the more they sent there. After some IL-2 waves in the west, I again attacked with Keras bombers in the east. Nobody tried to disturb my attack. It seemed that everybody sent everything to the west. The player Nordlicht sent an APC to this map. I was happy to see that he was interested in getting a base on map 14. I quickly found a target, destroyed the base defense for him, and he made a very strong base with cranes. From now on, I had a second location for repairs beside my home base. This was a milestone in the development of map 14.